レッドウィングヒーローファルコ、この後すぐ。俺30。30。
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
By the spirit of freedom. Thank you, Chenji! レッドウィングファルコ。
Testing. Filters. Okay, I need to tone down the plugins. Yep. Are we back? Testing, testing, testing. Okay, we're back. Okay. Greetings and welcome, super friends. The name's Falco, also known as the Redwing Heroes. Now trying to be a virtual YouTuber or virtual streamer instead. Okay, I'm really sorry. Just a few seconds begin. Okay, when I decided to check my audio filters, turns out it crashed my OBS. Okay, that's a new record. Just a few tiny little seconds, and the OBS decided to decided to go bye bye. Okay, but now it's all good. So I'm going to adjust a little bit things over here. Okay, this. Not sure if I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the non-filter ones. Where did I put it? There you are. No, decided not to work. Or also, yeah, I'm going to use this for now. Filters, 3D effect. Nice. Yep, okay, I'm going to greet each and every one of you on the live chat, alright? So we have okay, who is this one? Albert, glad you can join us. Tubaru, my moderator as always. Cobra Evolution. Kamen Rider Hydra, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. So to be honest, I don't actually know what I want to talk about. So I'm going to just leave it to you, super friends. So what should we talk about tonight? Or maybe how has it been? Anything exciting that happening recently? That seems unlikely, I know. In this condition, in this economy. How am I doing? I'm fine, just I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I just want to talk about I'm supposed to talk about something, but man, the news about last week still had some impact of me. Even though I already let out my emotions, I already let out my sadness and my emotion throughout the last karaoke stream a few nights ago. Yeah. And tomorrow is actually a long weekend for us in Indonesia. We're going to have a long weekend for a holiday because tomorrow is Easter. Is it Easter? Okay, for Christians, super friends out there, give me some lights over here. Is it gonna be Easter tomorrow? If I remember correctly. Yeah, the kaboom sound effect during Henshin is so cool too. Not gonna lie, every intro. Thank you very much. I might just get to introduce some new people to Dungeons and Dragons, which is pretty neat. Oh, nice! That's really cool, Tubaru. That's really great. Yeah, Albert. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the kaboom sound effect, sounds really cool, but not so with the visual. I want to update my Henshin sequence if I have time. But my hands were full. When I did made that special ending, that special ending sequence for ending my character stream a few nights ago. Yeah, maybe we can talk about that. In case you don't know, I'm going to pull up some video here. In case you didn't pay attention, or at least didn't follow my karaoke stream a few nights ago when you decided to, okay, bye, I don't know where this is going, but I'm going to bed, and etc, etc. So let me jog you some memories here. Oh, hello Bang. Yeah, hello Reza, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. You got the bootleg HG Kukurs Doanzaku. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool. The phone when boom too. Okay, the ad start is going. Okay, the ad starts in 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Okay. So in the meantime, I would like to before I'm going to change into the not the karaoke stream again. The commercial break. Has anything happened lately with Tokusatsu world? Just decent episode of Gabot Infinity. I didn't watch it. Zets! Oh yeah, Zets. The debut of the final form, the Extreme. Is it Extreme or Extreme? Small tip: don't accidentally put your phone in the oven, guys. Why would you put your phone in the oven? Well, maybe if you want to pry the phone open, that's a shortcut. But there's actually the safest way to do so. If you want to repair your phone by yourself, you need to hit the glue inside in order to open the case, the backward case, the big face case, the back side of the case. Oh yeah, the Extreme. Yeah, I haven't watched the episode, sorry, but I thought the Extreme design is really cool, the Extreme form, and some suggested that the silhouette is actually very closely similar to Kuga Ultimate form, and I can see why. If you put Kuga Ultimate and Z's Extreme side by side in silhouette, they look really similar, but except every single detail. It's not my phone, it just happened to stick to the bottom of the tray without anyone noticing. Oh, alright. But again, why would you put your phone in the freaking oven? Microwave oven nonetheless. After catching up to Z's new episode, all I have to say is absolute cinema. Oh my goodness, I need to watch it. But not now, but not during the stream. I want to put it on the stream, but because of the copyright law, and with the copyright algorithm on YouTube, is going to get me, restricted. because it happened in a few months ago, right? Few months ago, or was it last year? I don't actually really remember. Remember when I tried to put Space Guardian on the stream? You know, the Chinese Super Sentai, and they caught me. The live stream was restricted, and I was very lucky that it only happened to me once. That the first time, because okay, they threatened me. They threatened with, this is the first time you do it. This is the first time you do it, and for the next time we're going to get you restrict. Oh my goodness. And I actually did the appeal, and I just private the whole stream entirely, so that nothing will go wrong. So yeah, I was just lucky because that only happened for me for the first time, and yeah, and my account did not get restricted. Live stream copyrighted by Toku Show? Yes. The Space Guardian, the Chinese Super Sentai, the Space Deleter. The actual name was Space Deleter, but when they brought here in Indonesia through localization, they changed it into Space Guardian. And I believe that's the alternative name for it, because I did the unboxing stream for Space Guardian. I meant to show you what the Space Guardian is all about, but unfortunately it got me restricted. Anything involving money sucks. Dizzy, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, copyright and monetization freaking sucks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sanju. Boy, what else? I'm kinda confused. I'm kinda confused on how Extreme's powers work, but I guess whatever. I guess yeah, it's Toku logic. We just call it Toku logic. And the way that he repaired the Z's driver, it took him 20 years, if I remember correctly. I didn't watch I did watch the episode by context. I only saw some screenshots, some memes, and all that. Yeah, 20 years. So, oh yeah. Okay, is there anything that I miss? 13-year-old didn't pay attention. Okay. Oh, it's the a 13-year-old put the phone in the microwave. Yeah. Be careful. It also means that he technically knows how to make one now too. Yeah, let's just call it reverse engineer. Yeah, reverse engineering. That's a really good term for it. I actually want to work something while we are talking, yeah, so that I don't want to give any of the awkward silence. I'm pretty bad at this. I should have live streamed more. I should have done many live streams, yeah, a little bit more, because you know, consistency is not in my dictionary right now because you know, I'm still working. I still have a full-time job, and I have a family to take care of, and I'm supposed to take them for a ride to someplace tomorrow, starting tomorrow, because starting tomorrow until Sunday is going to be my day offs, you know, my holiday. We're going to have long holiday tomorrow. Okay, let me see some calendar first. Calendar. Okay, tomorrow is Easter, right? Or am I wrong? Okay, give me some lights, friends. Kenaikan Jesus Christus in English. What the heck are you talking about? Come on. Indonesia. The Ascension of Jesus Christ. So is it actually different from the Easter? Your test is tomorrow. Okay, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Albert. That sounds pretty nice. Wish you had a great time for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to have a good time. Oh yeah, this Saturday is going to be a Comic Frontier. It's one big event. I cannot believe I forgot about that. So, and I haven't bought the tickets for it. I have bought the tickets for it. So, this upcoming Saturday is going to be a Comic Frontier. So it's our version of Comic Cat. Imagine the chaos. but not in a bit. But yeah, both in good way and bad way. The chaos means there's going to be a lot of booth, a lot of stuffs over there because of we have our own artist community, content creators, and all that. But because of that, the attendance is going to be really nightmare for an introvert like me, because it's going to be a sea of humans there. But yeah, so be careful. So I'm gonna be careful, and because I'm going to take my wife and son there, I gotta watch which contents that's really restricted to kids. So yeah, and I'm going to go there in costume. So that's going to increase my difficulty. So yeah, tomorrow is the Ascension of Jesus Christ, and on Friday it's a joint holiday because Thursday day off, and then the Friday if you're supposed to go to work, and then Saturday is actually the day off, the weekly day off. So the Friday is considered to be the joint holiday. So of course, and from Thursday until Sunday we're going to have day off. So I have 4 day offs. Pretty rare. So I want to think of something what I should do for a live stream, at least at night. After I'm going to take my wife and son to a place tomorrow, and then at night I'm going to think of something for a live stream. How about that? Oh, I actually want to thank 2 people for donating games on Steam for me. Number 1 is for Oranim. Is Oranim here? Yeah, Oranim gave me Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Thank you so much. And then recently I got a gift from Kamen Kaizoku, the pirate captain himself. Yeah, Kamen Kaizoku Geisto. Oh yeah, thank you. Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream, Sylvester. So Gusto gave me Chroma Squad. Hi Falco, how are you? Yes, I'm doing well, even though I'm not sure what I want to talk about tonight. So maybe you can help me with that. Yeah, Gusto recently gave me a copy of Chroma Squad, so possibly I'm going to play that possibly tomorrow or the day of tomorrow. If it is within my ability, right? Okay, so what else I need? So what else do I need to say? Yeah, maybe you can help me out with, yeah, what shall we talk about? It's really generous and nice gifts. Yeah, thanks to Oranim and Gaisto, I need to make a proper a proper tribute to them as a thank you. Yeah, I need to return some favor. I want to work on something, but I'm not sure what. I'm sure it will come up to me, but for now I'm going to test whether I can boot Blender while streaming. Yeah, I'd like to try something first. Okay, where the heck is that? Okay, let's see. I need to check the files that my 3D artist gave to me. Oh man, Chroma Squad is one of my favorite indie games. It's just really charming. Yeah, I can see the appeal. It's a really long time, you know. What year was that? Oh yeah, silly me. It's on texture folder. Dang. How many years ago? Chroma Squad. The only thing I remember from Chroma Squad is the kick-ass. I'm sorry for swearing here. For the kick-ass soundtrack, the opening theme. The opening theme is really, have the tokusatsu feel properly, and I love it. I love the theme song. 2015. It's been 10 years. Holy cow! It's been 10 years. My goodness, Chroma Squad is a 10-year-old game. Man, we're old. Hey. Oh, we are definitely old. Okay. Okay, I'm going to boot up my Blender to see if I can do this while streaming. Because currently I'm using my laptop. I'm currently using my laptop and I'm not even home right now. So, but the good news is, okay. Oh yeah, one good news. I'm grateful that I bought a new CPU cooler for the last live streaming on Sunday night, and it works wonders actually. Yeah, before I installed the new CPU cooler, it's the tower type. The idle temperature was set at 70 degrees. That's alarming. So that's why I was upset, and I didn't want to rely on CPU for live streaming just yet. And then I decided, okay, the heck with it. I'm going to buy the CPU cooler first to see if whether it's going to fix my problem, or is it just a band-aid for a moment. But it turns out the idle temperature was decreased by 30 degrees. That was much improvement. That was a massive improvement. I was like, okay, finally, I didn't see that encoding overload. Turns out it's the CPU cooler problem. The CPU is on the brink of melting. Just at the last time that I did. Not really melting, it's like a burn situation. Yes, I did use the Core i5 9th gen. It was really an old processor. And then therefore I bought the Core i7 12th gen. Yeah, pretty much I burned my wallet when I did that. And then I forgot about buying a new CPU cooler. Fortunately, I bought a really a a little bit reasonable one, even though it's a little bit expensive for a CPU cooler, but yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. It works its job. You know, it does its job. It's not the usual CPU cooler like a stock Intel one. I got the tower one. A little bit harder to install, but thanks to the user manual, I can get around with it, and it works wonders. It has the 30 degrees difference. Hey. The opening theme lyrics are later just advertising the game's features. Yeah, and that's if you don't know Japanese, you don't know what it means. You don't know the lyrics, but yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I like Chroma Squad opening theme. Yeah, possibly I'm going to play it tomorrow, possibly between tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay, now I'm going to work on the Blender here. Hang on. In order not to have awkward silences, please feel free to. Yeah, DZ decided to lurk. Okay, have fun lurking. As I was saying, please feel free to share. What have you? How have you been? Yeah, if there's going to be exam tomorrow or the test, yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, DZ sana suminderu desu. What do I want to do? Okay, a pen. There it is. Okay, the rig, and then it's going to be the deform 02. Amateur, yes. Okay, not exactly. Oh, cursor to the world origin. Okay, where the heck is the cursor? 3D cursor. Okay, there it is. And then I'm going to change it. I'm going to display selection to cursor. Perfect. Braver-san, こんばんは。いらっしゃいませ。Falco です。よろしくお願いします。いや、こんばんは、Braver-san。お元気ですか？お元気ですか？いらっしゃいませ。今日は Not sure what I want to say. Not sure what I want to say. Okay, how to start conversation in Japanese. 元気です。はい。はい、わかりました。Maybe this is the perfect time for me to speak Japanese. Japanese conversation. Japanese conversation. Simple Japanese conversation. Top 10 beginner. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Nani taberu? Nani o tabimasu ka? That's the only thing that came out to my mind. So, yeah, nani o tabimasu ka? Watashi wa yakimeshi o tabemasu. Hi. Yeah. Yakimeshi to fried chicken to karaage. Yeah, karaage. Fried chicken is karaage. Yeah. Yakimeshi to karaage o tabemasu. Hi. じゃあ、ブレイバーさん、何を食べますか？Okay, let's see. Okay, English. Where's the English? Where's the English? Yep, possibly. Okay, I think I'm going to take this chance to practice talking in Japanese. I did learn Japanese by using Duolingo. but I uninstalled it because it kept guilt tripping me. Recently I bought a new CPU cooler. How do I say it in Japanese? 最近新しい CPU クーラーを購入しました。ご飯を食べますか？いいね、ブレーバさん、いいね。How to say enjoy your meal? お食事をお楽しみください。Duolingo is separately not that good either. Yeah. Now finally somebody says it. Thunderbird, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Sumimasen. Yakimeshi. Yakimeshi. Hi, ii ne. Not gohan, yakimeshi. いいね。いいですね、ブレイバさん。I said that as someone that used it to learn Japanese. I didn't learn anything. Yeah, again, for me, I didn't actually have much progress with it, you know. Yeah, I really need a real life mentor rather than the apps. Yeah. I really need a mentor or a teacher. I really need a mentor. How do you say it in Japanese? 私は本当に先生が必要です。Yeah, in order to learn new languages, you really need to have a real life person next to you to teach you. You need a mentor or possibly a teacher. Yeah, you definitely need a teacher. You definitely need a teacher. You definitely need a teacher to learn a new language. 新しい言語を学ぶには間違いなく先生が必要です。I'm not sure if that's the correct sentence. I'm not sure if that's the correct. I'm not sure if that's the correct sentence. Yeah, I simply just, okay, the one thing about Japanese is that I'm a Muslim, okay? Sometimes people ask me, how can you read Japanese words really that good? Sometimes I got that question. Well, as it turns out, because I'm a Muslim and I read Quran, there is some similarities between Japanese letters, Japanese alphabet, it's a hiragana and katakana thing, to the Arabics. Yeah. There's actually shin in Arabic, and of course su. Yes, tachi su. Su. There is a sa in Arabic, so because I can read Quran, I know some Arabics, but I don't know let me rephrase that. I don't actually know Arabics. I can only read them. I can read the Arabic alphabets in Quran, so possibly I can pronounce the Japanese words properly. Can I say properly? Or maybe because I'm really practicing a lot by singing the songs, right? But yeah, in order to learn new languages, you definitely need to have a real life person to teach you and to guide you for some apps it doesn't feel the same, you know, with the apps and online lecturing or somewhat online session. It doesn't feel the same, doesn't feel the connection. You need to speak, yeah, because it's the basic communication. You need to speak to a real life person in front of you if you really want to learn that. Yep. But of course, since the COVID pandemic, kind of like we kind of adapted the video conference. You know, we can actually talk face to face, but it still has some distance. You know, it's not really connecting. Even though by system we are definitely connected between you and me. We are connected by the internet. Yes. Falco-san is amazing for being able to speak Japanese even though it's a difficult language. Arigato, Breva-san. Arigato, ureshi desu. I always want to learn Japanese. Okay. 私はいつも日本語を学びたいよ。私はいつも日本語を学びたいと思っています。I'm not sure if that's good. I'm not sure if that's the correct sentence, but I can only rely on Google Translate. I can only rely on Google Translate for now. Sadly, I should have learned it when I was a kid because I've been learning English since I was 8. So that's why I can do things like this, even though I'm still rusty at it because I don't have great speaking skill, public speaking in general. I can only rely on Google the Translate for now. 今のところ頼れるのは Google Translate だけだ。I'm sure you'll improve quickly. ありがとうございます、ブレーバさん。Okay, what else can we talk about? I'm really bad at this sort of thing. Oh, hang on. I need to work on something. FBX Legacy. Okay, while I'm working with Blender, feel free to, you know, talk about anything that we can make into a topic. Come on. What else can we talk about? What else can we talk about in Japanese? What is it? 他にどんなことを話せますか？仮面ライダー？Super Sentai, yeah, even though Super Sentai it's a no right now. 超受刑児ガワンインフィニティ。Oh. Hi, 大場健二さんのご冥福をお祈りいたします。Again, we were hit hard by the passing of Oba Kenji-san, 重刑事ガバン、一条自列です。And yeah, I did some karaoke stream a few nights ago, yeah, on Sunday night. And I did shed my tears when I sing the Chichio. Chichio was the song that actually sung by Oba Kenji-san himself, and I did shed. I really did shed a tear. I cried when I sang Chichio. OK。父を歌った時泣いてし父を歌った時泣いてしまいました。はい。泣いてるです。泣いてる。It does not feel the same, you know. Gavan was the one that actually kickstarted the Metal Hero franchise. It was like nothing else, really. The production design, the stunt work, the costume design. It was designed by Plex, by Bandai. Oh yeah, the news of Kenji Oba-san passing came so suddenly. It was hard to accept. Right, yes. I was shocked when I heard that as well. How do I say this in Japanese? I was shocked to hear that as well. 私もそれを聞いてショックを受けました。ショックです。Yeah, it was hard to believe. Yeah, when I heard the news, I was shocked beyond belief that I couldn't speak in the first few minutes. And when my wife asked me what's wrong, I just handed her the phone. I couldn't say the word out loud. Yeah, I couldn't say the sentence out loud. I was shocked to hear that so much that I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak. はい、その話を聞いてあまりの衝撃に言葉が出なかった。I don't know if that's the correct sentence. And boy, we got hit so hard. Yeah, we got hit so hard. Yeah. Okay, what else can we talk about? At the moment, no. At the moment, can we talk other than the passing of Kenji Oba-san? I gotta. Okay. Wait. I don't want to make any mistakes. Open recent text. Okay, we still have it, and I'm going to save as. Yeah, feel free to give me some, some topics again. Because now I want to work something. What older games did you? Yeah. Okay. What older games did you use to play, like PS2 era and such maybe? I believe I did say before that I once owned SNES when we were talking about older games, right? In fact, that's my first console. That was my first game console. And it was a giveaway, actually. It was handed to me by my cousin. Because at the time, he had PlayStation 1. So he wasn't sure what to do with it now that he had the PlayStation 1. So he gave it to me. He gave his SNES to me along with 20 cartridges. Okay, the OBS Studio is disconnecting. Is it disconnecting again? Checking, test. Is it still on? Testing, testing. Is it on? Is the stream struggling or is it just me? Yes, I'm the one who's struggling. Yeah, because as it turns out, the hotel's internet is, you know, sucks. The hotel Wi-Fi sucks. Yeah, I think it's okay again. Okay, as I was saying, I once owned SNES, Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom in Japan, but it's the West variant. Yeah, the SNES, handed to me by my cousin, as I said it before, along with 20 cartridges. Yeah, 20 games. That does make sense. Okay, I remember the very first game that I played once I got that SNES was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. Yeah, with my brother. Yeah, I have a little brother, and we used to play it. It was kind of hard. It was kind of hard, but we replayed it again and again until we completed the game. But as it turns out, you need to play the hard mode in order to unlock a secret code for the next game, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Fighting Edition. But I didn't have one, so yeah, fortunately, I didn't have the Fighting Edition of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But we did play the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. You know, the adaptation from the Ivan Ooze one as the villain. Yeah, we used to play it a lot. And then what we had at that time was Batman Returns, of course, because I like Batman. Therefore, I played it over and over. Super Mario World, of course, but for some reason the Super Mario World was in a compilation cartridge. Alongside in that specific cartridge, the compilation was consist of, if I remember correctly, Doraemon game for some reason, and Goof Troop. And sadly, the cartridge didn't last long because possibly it was a bootleg cartridge, and I tried cleaning it with Brasso. I tried cleaning it, but to no avail. It was kind of like broken beyond repair. Didn't actually boot up, but it was good. Yeah, I played the Super Mario World, but in a compilation cartridge. And then I had Jurassic Park, which I didn't play very much because the cryptic nature of the game. I didn't know where to go. There was no guide. Okay, what else? Oh, Final Fight 3, one of my favorite beat 'em ups. Yes, I love beat 'em ups. So when I had some of the beat 'em up cartridges, oh, I very much like to play it. Yeah, Batman Returns. Pretty much the beat 'em ups were Batman Returns that I got. Yeah, Final Fight 3 and Final Fight Guy. Yeah, Final Fight Guy was a revision from the first Final Fight because for some reason they left out the multiplayer. And they left out Guy as the playable character. So for some reason, it only had Cody and Hagar. And then they revised the game with Final Fight Guy, which replacing Cody with Guy. Why? Was Super Nintendo really that weak? Not sure, right? So there we go. But I believe the Final Fight Guy was a lot harder than Final Fight 3 for some reason. I don't know. I actually completed Final Fight 3 rather than the Final Fight Guy, which was the first Final Fight. And let's see, what else did I got back then? First Samurai. It was a port from the Amiga game, if I remember correctly. First Samurai. I remember I was actually scared from the sound effects and some of the boss design. I was actually terrified with the yokai ghost and the rock dragon, if I remember correctly. What else did I got? The Little Harvey Adventures, that I believe it's an original game, not adaptation from some other movies, but it was actually similar to Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. So the story was that he had an experiment that turned him into a small, like Ant-Man or like, yeah, pretty much Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I remember playing it, and it was a quirky game with the quirky visuals. Oh yeah, I remember Alien 3 that I was terrified. That I was terrified with. Yeah, Alien 3. For some reason, I got it. I got that cartridge. And Zool was the European game. Ah man, I forgot. I remember it was 20, but I forgot. Oh yeah, Bubble. Yeah, Bust the Move. If in some territories it was called Bust the Move, but it was actually Bubble. Yeah, Bubble. I got that. What else? Yeah, there were so many, but I forgot. Oh yeah, there was actually a weird game about Sonic. Yes, a Nintendo cartridge, a Super Nintendo cartridge of a Sonic game. But as it turns out, when I finally got internet, I was looking for some info about that particular game. It was actually a bootleg game, a ROM hack to be exact, a ROM hack from Speedy Gonzalez game. And for some reason, the story of the game told us about Sonic just going so fast from point A to B and freeing Mario for some reason. It was actually titled Sonic the Hedgehog 4. That's insane. I was gonna say that was probably a bootleg. Yeah, there was So yeah, it was a bootleg game. Yeah, about Sonic rescuing captured Marios. Yeah, whatever that is, doesn't make any sense. And I remember the ending was actually also quite wholesome in a weird way. Okay, Sonic likes Mario, Mario likes Sonic. That was literally the ending of the game. Yeah, insane. I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was called Sonic 4. Even though, yeah, Sonic 3 was in Genesis. And for some reason, there was a cartridge called Sonic 4, but it was a bootleg. A ROM hack, yeah, it was a ROM hack. And I couldn't believe when I got that information. So back then, people can actually bootlegging a game cartridge? How is that possible? Mario was in cages, right? Yeah, I remember exactly like that. Yeah, the Mario was in cages that we need to free him. Using as Sonic. That exact one. So yeah, it's exactly like that. What else did I got back then? Oh my, there's so many cartridges. Even though there were only 20, because when I tried to buy some more games, for some reason I couldn't find any more new Super Nintendo cartridges anymore. Yeah, back then the retro gaming enthusiasts or community wasn't exactly recognizable, because limited connection, because I didn't have internet back then. So how to reach any more people that have the same game console, right? Pretty much it was in turn to be a niche at some point. And after the internet exploded with the broadband and such, and of course in the wake of YouTube era in its infancy, that I finally learned that retro games can actually be collectible and to be preserved. And to my regrets, I sold that SNES along with the rest of it. That was my biggest mistake that I still regret till this day. I really want to go back in time to smack him in the head, to smack myself in the head. Why did you do that? You should need to keep it, because nowadays retro gaming communities now huge. people are now collecting things again from the past in order to preserve it, in order to, you know, they actually we appreciate the value now. What if I tell you I did that twice? How? Oh my goodness, you did more than I am. My goodness, but I still regret it. So that's why some many years after that, my father still didn't want to buy me a game console, and that's why I didn't have PlayStation 1. So I didn't live in the PlayStation 1 era. But in, I believe, 2008, my grandfather bought me one. Yeah, my father still didn't want me to buy a game console, but my grandfather bought one instead. So I jumped straight to PlayStation 2. And yes, one time with my NES, which I sold, and one time with my PlayStation 1. Oh, the pain. But I really wanted to have PlayStation 1 because there were so many games that I really want to play. I could only play PlayStation 1 in my cousin's house, you know, the one who gave me his SNES. Pretty much not really comfortable telling him that I sold that SNES. I should have preserved that until now. My goodness, because retro gaming is now huge. And then the PlayStation 2, because PlayStation 2 is now considered to be a retro. Yeah, we are really that old. 20 years. How crazy is that? Or more than that, 30 years. No, not exactly. 25. Let's okay. How many years ago that PlayStation 2 was? Was it 2000 or 2001 or between 2002? I forgot about it. But hey, I still have both the original and slim PlayStation 2 at least. Okay, we're in the same boat, Tubaru. Yeah, I still have slim PlayStation 2 in my home, sitting in dust. Possibly I need to clean them. But now I'm not sure if I want to play it on the stream, because a lot of stuff that I need to buy in order to capture the screens. 2000, okay, 26 years. Yeah, it has been with us 26 years. My goodness. That's how long ago PlayStation 2 was. And PlayStation 3 also now 20 years old. How crazy is that? Yeah, I believe PlayStation 3 was in 2006. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, PlayStation 3 was released in 2006. But yeah, those are the retro consoles. But yeah, I still have the PlayStation 2. And back then, when I got the PlayStation 2, oh my goodness, a lot of possibilities. There's so many games that I would like to try. I would love to play. Especially with the superheroes, there were so many superhero games, especially the movie tie-in games. Some of them are good, but some of them are bad. But nevertheless, I actually enjoyed all of them. Yuya Tales, Yuya, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we were talking about retro games that I really played back in the day. I couldn't count how many DVDs. Yeah, I didn't count how many games that I had back in the day. I had the Ultraman Fighting Elephant 3, still to this day the best superhero games, the best tokusatsu hero games ever made. My goodness, Ultraman Fighting Evolution 3 is a masterpiece, along with the Fighting Evolution Rebirth. Quirkier than the Fighting Evolution 3, but it was actually really good at best. I'd really like to replay Ratchet and Clank game someday again. How come that I never play it? Yeah, I actually never played that. I'm sorry, I never played that franchise. Jack and Dexter, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, but because my taste was only for superhero games. Yeah, Batman Begins. Back in the day, it was so good. Even in PlayStation 2, it was so good. With a high fidelity graphics. My goodness. In my eyes back in the day, it was like straight off modeled from the movies. You never did? Holy hell, Falco, you missed out. Sorry. There were so many games, so little time. I only played superhero games, and yeah, casual games like Guitar Heroes, The Sims. I even never tried Shadow of Colossus, to my embarrassment. Yeah, God of War as well. But I played Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. But I played Mortal Kombat. Shaolin Monks is the GOAT. That's why it's the GOAT. The GOAT. Shaolin Monks is a good one. Shaolin Monks. I lost count how many times I played it until the disc broke. Yeah, with my little brother, of course. Yes, I played with my little brother Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. And we're still turned out okay. We are not psychopaths. I simply like Mortal Kombat because of the characters. The characters are so iconic. Yeah. The unsung hero is, of course, the John Tobias, but unfortunately, John Tobias is no longer with NetherRealm because, yeah, like he detached himself from the Mortal Kombat franchise. But John Tobias is actually the underrated hero for the whole Mortal Kombat franchise because he was the art director. He designed those characters: Liu Kang, Kano, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sonya, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, so many others. My head really confused it with Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer. Was it the Super Soccer in the PlayStation 1? Yeah. But of course I didn't play it. My cousin plays it all the time. Yeah, the Super Soccer, the one with the fire shoot something or other. I pretty sure I don't have vast knowledge in soccer terminology or football. They are so good both graphically for the system and time, and are really good in general. I will put it on the list. Maybe I will put it on the playlist or wish list that I really want to play Ratchet and Clank, and between maybe Ratchet and Clank, God of War, or Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is also a very good one. But yeah, there were so many games that I played at the time that I lost, I lost track to something else, something with the hidden gems or the underrated ones. I remember I played Most Wanted, the Need for Speed Most Wanted, and for the racing game I played Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yeah, no brainer. GTA San Andreas. Who couldn't forget about GTA? It's a must. It's a must play. Back in the day, Guitar Hero. Without the guitar controller, yes, I played Guitar Hero without guitar controller because the guitar controller itself was expensive. So I played it with my DualShock 2, and somehow that DualShock 2 still survives till this day. I still have that original OEM DualShock 2. And yeah, I was never actually good in Guitar Hero, but at least I won. I won when I played it, with my peers. But I couldn't beat my cousins. Yeah, I couldn't beat my cousin, but I could actually beat my peers. Yeah, my classmates. What else? There's so many games. My goodness, Spider-Man 2. My goodness, every movie tie-in game. Not really every, but every movie tie-in came out, I actually played it. Almost, but yeah, almost. I didn't play Catwoman because, quirky gameplay mechanics and, bad camera system. But yeah, Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. I was into Spider-Man at the time, really. And again with the other one, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. For some reason, it's a side scroller rather than the open world. Spider-Man Friend and Foe. Yeah, I was really into Spider-Man when I was a kid. Yeah, Batman Begins. I believe that's all. Only Batman Begins. Oh yeah, Batman Vengeance, Batman Begins. Batman Rise of Shinzu. I was really into superheroes, so so unfortunately I didn't know or played any of the the other franchises like Ratchet and Clank. I'm ashamed to admit. Yeah, I really want to look for underrated gems or hidden gems. Man, I called myself a retro games enthusiast, but Spider-Man 2 Ultimate Spider-Man. How come I forget how come I forgot about Ultimate Spider-Man? Ultimate Spider-Man is the GOAT also. The graphics, man, they still look good. They still look good now with the cel shaded comic book style character designs. I still love it. Yeah, I remember I have it on PlayStation 2. How come I forgot about it? Yeah, of course I played Ultimate Spider-Man. Using Venom, wow! Using Venom is a whole new category there. Really cool to use Venom, jumping high between rooftops and tossing cars like. Yeah. What else did I play that really many times before? Yeah, just pretty sure the superhero games, the comic book tie-in. The X-Men Origins Wolverine, surprisingly good. Ultimate Alliance, how come I forget about Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Also, one of the GOATs in Marvel games. Action RPG with four characters. That was actually really cool. X-Men Legends, man, those were the GOATs. Raven Software did, they were developed by Raven Software. Yeah, those were developed by Raven Software. Those are really good. I thought it was developed by Activision, but no, Activision was the one. Activision was the publisher. The actual developer was Raven Software, and they did really good job with it. Really understand the lore, really understand the characters from the source material, creating the great story, creating the gameplay mechanics. I love it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. How come I never revisited? Because of course, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 are now delisted from the Steam, and the Steam key is now stratospheric. Yeah, the Steam key prices are now stratospheric. One of my biggest mistakes also, I didn't bought the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 bundle back in the day. How come I forgot about it? They're now delisted, and they went, and the copies now are the company prices now at stratospheric. Thousands of dollars for a Steam key. That's insane. Along with Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. My goodness, how did I miss that? Oh. Yeah, right after the Activision no longer acquiring Marvel licenses, they delisted them all. Dang it. How much? Yes. Thousands of dollars for a Spider-Man Shattered Dimension Steam key. Okay, let me check. Marvel. Okay, let's say I want to look for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and PC Steam key price. Oh. Did I mistake it? Did I make a mistake? Okay, let me see. Let me see in G2A. Buy the Ultimate Alliance Steam Key Global. How much? It's sold out, of course. There it is. 1,400 euros. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Yeah. 1,439 euros. That's Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Let's search about Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. I remember playing, but it's the cracked one. Shattered Dimension keys, it's sold out. Okay, there are no official retailers or standard Steam keys available. The listing remaining copies at premium collector rates starting upward of $1,000. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Why did I miss them when they are on the store? They're one of my biggest mistakes also. So the only way that I can play Ultimate Alliance now on PC is through crack ones. I have no choice. I would love to play it, but morale is so yeah, I cannot do that in. Or is it okay if I play the crack ones? Yeah, pretty much I've played crack ones a couple of times, you know, but not the new ones. Don't get me wrong. I played the ones that are now not available on the Steam stores anymore. For instance, Outrun 2006. I played the crack because it's an in today's case it's an abandonware, right? No longer in store, no longer in listings. So I played the crack ones. And yeah, possibly I need to play it. I really want to play it on stream, but yeah, fortunately I will play the correct ones, the one that is in the Internet Archive or something, 1 and 2, because those are good. I want to play it on PC, on PlayStation 2. I possibly broke the disc now. Yeah, that was old. You know, 20 years old or something. Yeah. So there we are. Oh boy, who do I need to kill for the Steam keys? Okay, the ad starts in 45 minutes. Okay. Boy. So, in a couple of seconds, I'm going to take a break. You know, I'm going to take a break. So I need to drink something and straight into the commercial breaks for now. Okay, so I will be right back after these messages. Come on.
行けタイムレンジャー5台のタイムジェットがアルファフォーメーションこれがタイムロボアルファベータフォーメーションこれがタイムロボベータ合体タイムジェットガンマこれが 3D フォーメーションデラックスタイムロボ今新たなる力を求めて見よ巨大なる勇士聞け王者の雄たけびを百獣合体デラックスガオキング百獣武装パワーアニマルシリーズ続々登場3台の忍びマシンが超人砲でからくり変形一風合体いざからくりボールで武装せよ出撃デラックス超合金旋風陣今目覚めの時爆竜ティラノサウルストリケラトプス プテラノドン。新たなる進化が始まる。白竜合体デラックス暴れんご。遊びまくれ電動アクション。エマージェンシー緊急出動5台のデカマシン。今こそ合体輝け響け。新開発光と音のビルトアップシステムを体験せよ。ライト&サウンド特装合体デラックスデカレンジャーロボ。魔法大変身。マジかマジジルマジンガ。魔竜合体マジドラゴン。マジジルママジジンガ。魔人の王よ降臨せよ。魔人合体デラックスマジキング。
発進シフトオン。ジャンプフォーミュラジャイロ動作マリンゴー。
集結せよゴーゴービークル。
トレーラーフォーメーション。
行けゴーゴートレーラー。
合体シフトオン。
さらに
冒険フォーメーション。
5台の力今一つに。ゴーゴー合体デラックス大冒険。応募しよう冒険ジャーキャンペーン。
銃剣合体激ビースト3つの獣が銃剣合体。敵を決めろ激技ネット回転。ウォウウォウウォウ銃剣合体激闘者。
電動回転で決めろ激技。エンジンソーセット。
行くぜ相棒ドルドル。
エンジン合体デラックスエンジンを入れ替えて遊ぼう。エンジンソーセット。
行くぜ相棒ドルドル。
エンジン合体デラックスエンジンを
バルカ
続々登場。ガンパード
秘伝ディスク。
天下統一の時は来た。エンブレムモードから折り紙銃へ変形。さらに5体の折り紙銃が侍合体デラックス真剣を。秘伝シールドを真剣丸に装着せよ。ガチャサモンドラゴンレッダーセット5星ブラスター。レッダーから5星マシンへ。さらに
コンバイン5星ブレード。
5体の5星マシンが今一つに。転送合体デラックス5星グレート。君だけの転送合体を作り出せ。ヘッダーを付け替えて遊ぼう。発進豪快ガレオン。ジェットトレーラーレーサーマリン5台の豪快マシンが豪快に合体デラックス豪快を。豪快ダイヤルを回せば驚愕のオープンギミック発動。今ならダイソーカード付きお宝をゲットせよ。発進マスターマシン CB01 チーター。見よ驚異の4モード変形デラックスオーバースターエース。発進せよマスターマシン CB01 チーター。行け GT02 ゴリラ RH03 ラビット。そして見よ驚異の変形をゴーバスターエース。マスター マシンシリーズバスターマシン緊急発進 CB01 シーター UK GT02 ゴリラ RH03 ラビットコンバインオペレーション特命合体ゴーバスターをレディーゴーバスターマシンシリーズ行くぞカブチラブレイブインダブレンチョ充電流ステゴッチ充電流ドリケラ今こそ噛みつき合体ダブレンチョステガッチ噛みつきダブレンチョレケ噛みつき合体デラックス恐竜人2月23日発売行くぞガブチャステゴッチドリケラ今こそ噛みつき合体ステガッチドリ噛みつき合体デラックス恐竜人ザクタウンザラサガ恐竜人ウィスタンイーハーそしてアーキドン恐竜人もっともっちゃぶけ
列車が参ります。発線の内側に下がってお待ちください。レッド列車
出発進行レッド列車行けブルー列車グリーン列車5編成の特急列車が今こそ列車合体デラックス特急王特急チェンジャーとの最強セットもあるぞ
お供人手裏剣ザ召喚誰じゃ
5体のお供人が今一つに手裏剣合体デラックス
手裏剣人
今だけ
お供人手裏剣ザ召喚誰じゃ
5体のお供人が今一つに乗り込め忍びもある手裏剣合体
手裏剣人
次はドラゴマルだモードチェンジ完成
手裏剣人ドラゴン
一つのロボが二つのモードに
イーグル
ライオン動物合体3、2、1突き刺せデラックス獣王キング続々登場いでよ
イーグル
シャークライオン動物合体3、2、1突き刺せ開けデラックス獣王キングキューブエレファントキューブタイガー動物合体キリンがバズーカに9体のキューボイジャーが集う時伝説が始まるキュータマ合体デラックスキューレンオーキューレンオー全てのキューボイジャーは腕が足に足が腕に組み合わせ無限大伝説は続く怪盗か警察か手にしろグッドストライカー VS チェンジャーで決めろ必殺技飛べ VS ビークル
勝利を奪い取ろうぜ
怪盗合体完成ルパンカイザー
パンカイザー
さらに変形して警察合体デラックスグッドストライカー怪盗か警察か警察か怪盗か手にしろグッドストライカー VS チェンジャーで決めろ必殺技走れ VS ビークル
正義をつかみ取ろうぜ
警察合体完成パトカイザー
パトカイザー
さらに変形して怪盗合体
ルパンカイザー
デラックスグッドストライカー警察か怪盗か けボーンティラミード覚醒せよ騎士流の力ユーソウルのパワーを合体流走合体デラックス騎士流ホリケーンアンキローゼと3体合体騎士流王3ナイツ流走ジョイントでめっちゃ遊べる騎士流シリーズティラミーゴイデオ相棒覚醒せよ騎士流の力流走のパワーを合体流走合体デラックス騎士流王ホリケーンアンキローゼと3体合体騎士流王3ナイツさらにタイガランスミルニードルと5体合体騎士流王5ナイツ
マシンファイヤーマシン
発進キラメイストーン
めっちゃメラメラだ
変形キラメイストーンからキラメイマシンへ5体のキラメイマシンが集結イデオきらめきの巨神
マシン合体
完成
キラメイジン
5体のキラメイマシンが3つのロボにウェポンマシンも
行くぞ全開ジュラン全開ガオン機械変形だジュランティラノガオンライオン全開合体サウンドが発動合心全力全開完成行くぞ全開ジュラン全開ガオン機械変形だジュランティラノガオンライオン全開合体サウンドが発動合心さらに全開マジーヌ全開ブルーンも全開合体組み替えて遊ぼう
スーパーロボット対戦史上初完全3部作第1弾サポートアクションシステムがより戦いを熱くするスーパーロボット対戦コンパクト2史上激動編バンプレスト君は聞こえるか今動き出すアルファの鼓動が
私には聞こえる今生まれるアルファの鼓動プレイステーション用ソフトスーパーロボット対戦アルファ
君は聞こえるか今動き出すアルファの鼓動が
私には聞こえる今生まれるアルファの鼓動プレイステーション用ソフトスーパーロボット対戦アルファ
System. Full animation battle. And you can choose the future. Alpha.
戦場は地上だけにとどまらない舞台は宇宙へ新たなる仲間を加え君だけの戦いが始まるスーパーロボット対戦コンパクト2宇宙激震編人それを第2部という
スーパーロボット対戦の最新作を独占スクープファイナルファンタジー&ドラゴンクエスト7大特集他じゃ見れないマル秘話も大公開ファミツ.comも情報発信中スーパーロボット対戦の最新作を遠くよりも早くとことん見せるポケモンクリスタルまだまだ攻略ファイナルファンタジーファミツ.comリニューアルオープンファミツこの特集は見逃せないガンダムバトルオンライン今回も絶好調ウニムシャ大攻略スーパーロボット対戦アルファ外伝にも注目だファミツ.comリニューアルオープン
今度はピンボールだってさマジやってらんねえよななあもう勘弁してよ起きた急げ
スーパーロボットピンボール2月23日発売
Yep. Sorry I took too long. And Geisto joined us. Yeah. Joined us earlier because he's working. Yeah, at work cannot really chat or anything. Will lurk. Have a good one. Okay. Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream for a brief moment. Yeah, thank you for dropping in. And also thanks for the Chroma Squad copy. Yeah, I'll try to play them for my near future streams. Yeah. Oh, Saint, glad you join us. Welcome to this. What's wrong with my... Eh? Now, what's wrong with my model now? Saint, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what the heck is the problem with my spout? Lucian Darkblood, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. So, what's wrong with my... Okay, we're back. Yeah. Okay, now the Twitch alert isn't working actually. still wonky. It was like long. Okay, so it looks like people are coming now. Oh my god, because I don't have much to offer. And pretty sure the Twitch alert is now not exactly. Oh yes, I forgot about it. Yeah, the Twitch integration doesn't work in VC Face. Yeah, I'm currently using VC Face because I'm using my laptop currently. I'm not at home. I'm in a hotel room, so I'm solely relying on this laptop for now. And Warudo and OBS doesn't sit correctly in my laptop for some reason. I already debloat my copy of Windows 11. I pulled some scripts of the debloating, removing stuff that I don't need, including Copilot, and turns out it's not enough. For me, Warudo was broken yesterday. Okay, how broken? Yeah, pretty much Warudo now is in some wonky situation. Yeah. Sometimes the integration doesn't work. It's not really integrated with my alerts. And I've been planning to make a Gaban movie with our fan-made visual effects to honor Kenji Oba. That's really honorable. That's really good. I hope good luck with your work. I'd love to see it. Your model didn't spawn. Okay, my goodness. Okay, now that's a problem. For me, at least in my laptop, the whenever Warudo is running, it has bad performance. Yeah, the performance not really great. A lot of freezing, a lot of crashing, and yeah, doesn't sit currently when the OBS is also running. Pretty sure they're going to fix it somehow. They actually released the beta build, but they haven't released the stable build. Yeah, and I've been using beta build so that everything works as it should. Gavan's original suit was so cool. Yeah, don't get me started on how cool the Gavan suit design. In 1982, they managed to design something like that. It's very futuristic, even though it was in 1982. So the concept designers really went ahead, went ahead with the designs. Really something like. Really looks something that we can see in today. Still holding up, and still looks cool till this day. I really love Gavan, how it looks and how he designed, and yeah, in general, Gavan was actually one of the most expensive tokusatsu shows ever made. So they went all in. Yeah, they went all or went broke. In type of situation. I remember I read somewhere that the higher ups of Toei, if this doesn't work, we're going to fire you, to the staff. And as it turns out, Gavan was massively popular and kickstarted the Space Sheriff franchise and into the Metal Hero franchise as a whole. The suits really must be very expensive. Okay, fun fact. You know the transformation phrase, right? Jochaku. It can be translated as electroplate. So Jochaku process was actually a real life term when they built the suit. Yeah, they went through the Jochaku process in order to make the reflective surface of the suit. And they immortalized the term into Gaban's transformation phrase. How cool is that? Yeah, how cool is that? And in fact, Oranim, glad you can join us. And another fact, the one who came out with the pose, the one who invented the pose, was none other than the late Oba Kenji-san himself. How crazy is that? Yeah, the way I understand it, the way I read it somewhere, that he would love to, to make a transformation pose so that children can imitate. The children can do. Yeah, because back in the day, they didn't have the fancy toy stuff or transformation items, right? Even with the Kamen Rider, they still struggled to sell the belts, even though it was massively popular. But because of the limitation of the technology, they actually those were actually really difficult to build or to manufacture. So that's why, to compensate with the technological limitation, they went with the transformation pose. And of course, Gaban was no exception when it comes to when it comes to the iconic transformation pose. So the one who came up with the pose was none other than the late Oba Kenji-san himself. Yeah, the actually main character came out with his own pose. And he was actually a really experienced suit actor. He was actually a stuntman before becoming an actor. Yeah, because they transform without any devices, you know. Because if there's going to be any device, they need to make the toys from it. And the only toys that they could sell at the time was the Dolgiran, the spaceship, the vehicles, the spaceship, and the figure themselves. Those are notoriously expensive to build and expensive to sell. It was really pricey even back in the day. Those are made of die-cast metal. That's why they had the term Chogokin. Chogokin means super alloy, because those are made of real metal, die-cast metal. That's why they were so expensive. So therefore, they didn't actually design a transformation device. So that's why Oba Kenji-san need to come up with the transformation pose, because the director actually asked him to, can you come up with some poses, because in order to transform, we need to make this appealing. The spaceship was very expensive. Yes, the Dolgiran, the Dol, Denshi Seiju Doru. Even back then, it was a very expensive toy. I cannot imagine back in the day in 1982 what kind of children can actually buy it with their parents. Possibly the parents with the very deep pockets. Battle Kenya and Deji Blue was also cool. Yes, before he was casted as Gaban, he was actually experienced in Super Sentai shows. He was a two-time Sentai actor, mainly Battle Kenya and Denji Blue. Yeah. Yes, it only took 0.05 seconds in real life to build two. Yeah, that's the running gag, or possibly the recurring moment in Gaban show was that they need to do it twice in order to show the transformation process, you know. And that's why the narration phrase is still iconic to this day. 宇宙ケジガバンがコンバットスーツを乗着するタイムはわずか 0.05 秒に過ぎない。では、乗着プロセスをもう一度見てみよう。Yeah, it's translated as Uchukeji Gaban need 0.05 seconds to do the electroplate process to transform. So let's watch the transformation again. So let's watch the Jojak process again, the electroplate process again. Yeah, every single episode there's a narration yeah, to tell us to watch the transformation process 2 times, you know, again. I'm actually currently also trying to edit a new shorts, you know. Back then when I animate my special ending for my live stream a couple of nights ago, it was barren, barely any backgrounds and, you know, shading effects. So I'm going to fix this. Now. I already set the scenes. I already render it. So now I need to edit them. Who knows, if I can successfully render them into a video, I'm going to show you here. Yeah, so my condolences for the Warudo situation, Sain. I got hit with my own Warudo problem as well. It's not currently working well in my laptop whenever I use OBS at the same time. So in order to use Warudo properly, I need to go back home and, you know, use my PC with the tower CPU cooler. Nice. I didn't see any encoding overload when I did the live stream, and that's fine by me. So now for the rest of the upgrades, I need to save my money. But I cannot do that because I recently paid for my son's tuition for the next year. And in a couple of months, I need to pay it again for the next year again. So that my son can go to an elementary school. It was $750. So unfortunately I cannot upgrade my PC just yet, given that the situation now currently. Yeah, I paid $750 for my son's tuition for the next year, so that my son can go to elementary school. So yeah, I sacrifice my wish list in order to pay it. Education is far more important. Yes, agreed, Tubaru. Yeah, agreed. Adulting is tough, bro. Yeah. When the Warudo isn't Warudoing. Oh yeah, another shout out to Oranim who gave me the Sonic Racing Crossworld copy. I really need that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So that's why the donation is actually really important now, because I cannot solely rely on my salary, because my salary needs to go to my family needs first rather than my own needs, right? Yeah, I have 2 months to feed, so therefore I cannot spend money that recklessly. So I don't know if I can. I would love to do a donathon, but I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Even the concept of donathon, I'm still cannot quite grasp what to do for our donathon. Maybe you can give me some ideas. Yeah, maybe you can give me some ideas. I don't know. Yeah, I need to maybe raise some funds for my son tuition for the next year. I recently paid $250, and then I need to pay $750 more in a couple of months. So dang it. Given now the RAM prices, and along with the storage prices are now skyrocketed, I cannot do any upgrades. So the one thing that I can replace now, recently, is the CPU cooler. And oh yeah, I recently got a very special mail from my R&D department. He actually bought me a new power supply, and it just arrived to my home, but I haven't opened it because I'm even not at home. My wife received it. So thank you, Jeffrey Argyle. He is one of my R&D department. He actually bought the power supply for me, so thank you very much. Even though my current power supply is now doing well, but unfortunately it's still under power. Those are a bit tough to put together. Usually it's best after a certain viewership goal or making them more casual. You will definitely need to advertise it heavily then. To be fair, I'm jobless. I would love to have a salary. Here's the thing. Even though I have salary each month, our minimum wage is really small to begin with. A friend told me that he got paid $450 in 2 weeks. I barely reached that in a month. Huge difference, right? I barely reached $450 in a month. That's how low our minimum wage are in Indonesia. And to make matters worse, our currency has been tanked so hard to the lowest throughout our history. So $1 equal 17,500 rupiahs. Is it just me or Falco's 3D is so smooth today? Ersanda Taufik Shadina, welcome to the stream. I'm using VC Face. So VC Face is the barely minimum software that actually needs little processing power. So yeah, as a catch, I don't have any alerts, I don't have any integration whatsoever, I don't have any power-ups, so I cannot offer much rather than just my presence. I don't have any hand tracking. Hello? Yeah, I'm currently waving, but I don't have any hand tracking as of now because it's a bare minimum software. It's very good for me to do some casual live stream like this, you know, so just talking, you know. My goodness, Sane. Now I cannot. I said I couldn't do power-ups. Now how can I repay that? How can I offer that power-up? Hang on. I should have used Finyan, but even tracking in Finyan actually really tricky. And VC Face has a smoothing option, so that's why I'm moving a little bit smooth. I mean, it's certainly not bad. With a bit more cel shading, I think it looked pretty nice. Didn't you say you need to save your money, Tubaru? Nevertheless, thank you very much for the bits. 50 bits and 15 bits from Sane. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. I really need to make something in order to... man, I want to make a graphic list for someone who can donate me as a thank you. Well, I didn't tell you what I'm saving it for. Yeah, but you should need to save your money. Oh boy. Anyway, what can I do for my power-up then? Can VC Face... Oh, VC Face has props. Oh yes, I remember this. I actually really remembered. I just now remember. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm freezing. Yep, everything's broken now. Yeah, everything is broken now. Yeah, the OBS disconnected and then reconnect again. Yeah, we're back. And now my VC Face is not responding. Good lord. What the heck is Okay, I need to copy the assets now. Okay, hold on. Definitive. Documents. Falco asset. Wingu Tecta. Okay, I need to reboot the VC Face. Talk among yourselves. No, don't move around. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, am I back? Okay, I'm back. Okay, need to swing. Okay, props. I remember there's a prop system, but it's only for PNG, and that's enough for me because I barely move with the VC face now. Okay, where's my wing tactor? Okay, there it is. Okay, add. Oh no. Wing. How to? Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. It's materializing. Wingu Tacta. Yeah, this is actually kind of neat. No stress, we understand the situation. Yeah, this will do. This will do for now. So, Sain, how have you been? Are you feeling okay now? I heard you were in some situation involving your health. So, how are you feeling now? Is it better? I hope so. You don't actually okay, what I'm about to say now. Okay, now I really don't know what don't know what to say. Okay, I'm actually currently booting my Premiere Pro because I want to what is it again? I really want to change something. I cannot replace footage. Turns out I cannot replace footage now. Oh, it's because the timeline. How silly of me. Replace footage. And then where's my new renders? There we go. Gaban still works well enough, thank you. Because I barely move, right? I barely move, so it's a PNG. It's a PNG, so that's, yeah, it's fortunate to have the I still have my VC face. Okay, now what the heck is that thing? Talk among yourself. I'm actually running Premiere Pro right now. I don't know how how laptop can compensate the processing power. But yeah, Sain, I hope you can. I hope you're feeling much better now. Okay, replace the footage for the Gaban. Yeah, I actually rendered. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't told you the process. I haven't told you the process, how I process animating the ending for my previous live stream, right? The one to bid farewell to Gaban. I didn't animate it manually using hand animated. I animate them using my, using XR animator. So I record myself in empty spaces at the mall because I was waiting for my son. Because my son at the time was currently attending Lego courses. Yes, there was a course of building Legos, to enhance his creativity, to unlock his potential. So we need to wait for an hour to finish, for him to finish. So that's when I thought, okay, a good chance. Okay, in 1 hour, a good chance to record myself for reference, to track the as a tracking material for the XR animator. Armin Vtuber tokusatsu, don't forget to drink. Okay, thank you. Yeah. On that note though, I should have I should have been drinking something. Damn, the armor so cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just saw from earlier. Thanks to shout out. Sorry for the lateness. That's okay, guys. Though that's okay. You're still at work. Yeah, sign is okay. My health is getting gradually better, but dealing with family in hospital. Oh yeah, I believe you mentioned about your grandma in your expose. Yeah, I hope for the better for your family, Sain. Yeah, I really do. I don't know if my laptop can handle all the render once I get to render this thing again, because I fixed it. I fixed some of the problems. I cleaned up the mocap data. Yeah, I cleaned up my mocap data in XR Animator, and that I send the VMC to the Blender using a specific plugin to animate directly to the Blender, so that I can actually set the scene with the actual backdrop, with actual shading and all that stuff. I may be boring you with all the technical stuff, but bottom line, I actually animate those not using hand animated. I actually record myself as the tracking material, and I baked it on the XR Animator. Yeah, I'm not the best guy for describing things. It's some stuff are too technical. So XR Animator can actually track the materials from a video, so they have their own machine learning. So that's why I've been telling you, I'm not that against AI very much. I'm against generative AI. I want to use AI as aiding tool, mainly for tracking, for object tracking. How come that software know that where my head is, where my hand is, where my body is? It definitely use machine learning. Yeah, that's some sort of AI, but it's only for an aiding tool. But for generating content from the ground up using AI, that's what I'm against. So that's one I'm really against so hard. Yeah, I object the existence of generative AI for generating content. But for an aiding tool, that's actually okay. It's actually helping me in some cases, you know, object tracking, body tracking, you know. Yeah, this is also some sort of machine learning, right? It can track my head, it can track my eyes, my nose, my lips. And for creating the summary for a very long transcript of a meeting. Yeah, for my work also, it's been helping me very much, that I can do more more work with the most efficient as possible. So yeah, I'm not hating AI entirely. I just object the existence of generative AI. Because you will no longer have your sense of creativity, you know. Mark my words, creativity will die, and there have been some cases, actually studies about that your brain somehow can your mindset, your brain can actually change, affected heavily by using the generative AI for everything. Yeah, for analyzing and optimizing is fine. It's a useful tool. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I forgot to render the blank one. Ah, dang it. I briefly talked about that on stream, how people are encouraged to think less. That's the problem, Sen. That's the actual problem. You will lose your ability to think. You will lose creativity. Yeah, creativity will die. Mark my words, creativity will die, and it's happening. It's really happening. People no longer can make decisions for themselves, right? Hell, that's how algorithm in apps work. Yeah, that's too bad. It's a hot take from me, yeah, but it's really concerning how things are now currently happening these days, right? And it's affecting everything, including the components of the computer, nonetheless. Yeah, the GPUs were haggled by miners, and then the cryptocurrency now tanked a lot, and now they're targeting the RAM and storages. 1 terabyte of NVMe can cost $250 now for a 1 terabyte of NVMe storage. That's crazy. How is that possible? And now my currency doesn't help. Our national currency, the rupiah, Indonesian rupiah, has tanked the lowest throughout our history. So 1 terabyte of storage, NVMe storage, can cost me 5 million. 5 million for a 1 terabyte storage. That's absurd. Yeah, I know people that lost the ability to write goddamn emails due to now using AI for help. Yeah, that's actually really a problem. So I'm trying my best not to use AI for everything. I limit the uses of AI if I don't have the ability to do it myself. Mainly the tracking, because I cannot afford a motion capture suit. A Rococo suit is still very expensive. We're talking about 10 of million rupiahs, 10 of millions rupiahs in here, because we need to cover the shipping fee. We need to cover for the tax. We need to cover for administration fee and tax. I cannot wait for the AI crash to happen. AI bubble needs to burst immediately. And there was some light in there was some light in the situation. Sora is now closing. Yay! But now in its place, Seedance 2.0. I thought I was happy enough to see Sora is crashing. Sora is now closing. But now Seedance 2.0 taking its place. So yeah, we're not doing much better, do we? We are not doing much better, are we? So yeah, unfortunately for the video for generating video with AI cannot be stopped cannot be stopped now. At least, yeah. Oh boy. I mean, it's gonna happen. It just isn't profitable for what corporations are trying to use generative AI for. Yeah. They invented the tools, but they don't know how to use the tool. Yeah, I also read some news about OpenAI no longer pursuing data centers, so therefore they want to haggle the RAMs, but now they're not sure how to use the RAM. Isn't that stupid? Isn't that stupid? Yeah, I cannot wait for the Rampocalypse to die, please. I'm now down to 16 gigabytes. I have 32. But then one accident happened that I'm down to 16 again. So I have four chips of RAM and I'm down to 2. Yeah, I'm down to 16 now, but thanks to the CPU cooler, it can compensate. The CPU needs to optimally working now in the best temperature as possible. Reminds me of that one CEO that used AI for his business decision and went bankrupt. That's what happened when you solely rely on AI. The decision is still in your hand, not with not in some machine. The decision making is still yours. I'm so dang lucky to have got my current laptop for under 500 euro. That's still actually, given nowadays the laptop prices are now affected as well, and with the MacBook Neo, Yeah, MacBook Neo is now finally the cheapest laptop to buy. if you're a student and you need a laptop, you need to go for the MacBook Neo. And the framework also, I really want the framework, but it's $1,700, but it's worth it because you can repair it. You can replace the parts for your laptop. The laptop is yours to begin with. You need the rights to repair it yourself, replace the parts. I really want framework can invest their company into Indonesia to, to sell them, but with Indonesian current situation and some government stupidity, it's not going to happen. Our investors ran away. Yeah, our investors ran away because how messed up the government is in here. They are hiring thugs for their elected officials. That's now I'm ashamed. Now I'm ashamed to be Indonesian. I don't want to make myself pitiful, but that's the situation. I don't want to beg. Yeah, I don't want to beg. So that's why I try my best not to not to be a burden of you, the ones who donated things to me. But I cannot help it. I have 2 mouths to feed, and as much as I want to save the budget as possible, so therefore, so that's why at least I can do Blender, right? At least I can do Blender. So that's why my very first 3D model was a hodgepodge between my helmet, my custom-made helmet, and the body was just from the Super Sentai Legend Wars Android mobile game. And now, because I want to rebrand myself, I really want to build something as close to the concept art that I made. So therefore, I need to pay somebody to make it for me. And now, and maybe I'm over ambitious that I'm actually commissioning 4 different models. 4. But I can stretch the budget as thin as possible because I don't want to make myself overly complicated. I don't. So the way it works, right? I'm actually using the same. No. I'm designing one base body for those 3 forms. It's just that I will just use different inner bodysuits at a time. So now I'm understand how Toei works. I now understand how Toei thinks when it comes to repurposing their assets. So I'm actually the way that I'm commissioning my 3D artist. Okay, the base body is actually still the same, but just change the texture with the bodysuit. We're just now going to make helmets, body armor, and that's it. Yeah, way better performance and storage than my old one, and it was almost the same price back then. Yeah, how lucky. You actually really did it, Tubaru. Yeah, a good find. Now I need to render a new I need to render a new animation. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Replace footage. And then yeah, I'm actually still working with Premiere Pro right now. Yeah, I'm multitasking here. I don't know. I don't know. My PC, my laptop here can cope. It's this one. I haven't rendered the just with the environment. Hold on, I need to save it. Preserve our memory as possible, and then I'm going to hit I'm running the blender again. And turn off the Gaban layer. Okay. The ad will start in 4 minutes. Let me see. Let me see in the activity. The ads start in 2 minutes. Okay, that's good. Did I just got hit 9 viewers and then now down to 3? Possibly I'm boring you with all the useless details about my life, about my current situation. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm afraid I cannot show you. I cannot capture the screen because it's going to take my processing power again. So that's why I cannot show you anything yet. Oh dear lord. Now I need to render things, man. Yeah, now the blender is not responding again. I don't know if it will affect my VC face and OBS. Time will tell. Oh man, come on. Am I still live streaming? I'm just vibing and listening. You are always welcome to yap about what you want. Thank you. I much appreciated. Now what? Now what do I want to yap again? I could have read you a book, but some books. Yeah, I don't have any books right now. Yeah, I would love to reading you a book for breaking the awkward silence. And am I still live streaming? Because the feed in the browser is not doing so great. It's currently at unstable, poor network connection detected. Yeah, thank you very much, Hotel Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. I can finally boot the Gaban scene. And then I need to re-render the whole thing. Render image. Hide. Can we hide? Can we hide it? Oh, it's still on. How to hide all of it? Hide. No, not actually working. I'm going to just delete them all. Okay, delete them all, and we're going to just render the thing. I don't know how my laptop can handle it. G still empty. Okay. Okay, the moment of truth, render. Yeah, the live stream is struggling a little bit. Yeah, so now I'm rendering a 3D animation. It's currently eating my RAM at 1 GB of RAM. Yeah. The render is eating up 1.3 GB, and the Microsoft Edge is eating 2 GB. Possibly I need to just kill the Edge. Kill the browser. Yeah, much better. Currently sits at 70% memory as of now. And now let's just focus rendering this thing. Rendering animation now at 1.7 GB. I cannot believe I'm doing a commentary about a text manager. I'm doing a commentary of text manager. That's how we call it gabut. in our slang language in Indonesia, we call it gabut. Because we have nothing else to do. It's a stretch. Oh man. Now at 2.1 GB, 70% memory. Okay, laptop, you can do it. My laptop, you can do it. Yes, I'm doing a commentary of a task manager process. Okay, rendering at how many frames are we in? Yeah, I cannot see. I cannot see the frames. Oh, currently at 0. Okay, 0%. Ah, konbanwa. Irashaimase. Yeah, hi. Irashaimase. Konbanwa. Falco desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Yeah. なんだっけお元気ですかはいおばけんじさんですはいOh boy, I need to translate it again. Yeah, my condolences for we were just talking about it, and I did actually a special karaoke stream for Oba Kenji-san passing. Okay, I actually did a special stream as a tribute to Kenji Oba last Sunday. Jitsu wa senshū no nichiyōbi, Oba Kenjiさんへをツイートとして特別の配信を行ったんです。元気ですかNo, I don't know how to respond. No, I don't know how to respond to that. Glad you can join us. Glad you can join us. Yeah, I'm relying on Google Translate. ご参加いただきありがとうございます。Glad to hear that. How to say it in Japanese? それを聞いて嬉しいです。Yeah, I know for some time that Super Sentai series is ended. Yeah, of course. Of course, I know about Sentai Theater. I know about Super Sentai hiatus. It's unfortunate. Okay. もちろんスーパー戦闘もちろんスーパー戦隊の休止はしています。残念ですね。はい。And to replace it, we got Gaban Infinity. そしてそれを置き換えると超宇宙刑事ガバンインフィニティが手に入る。I don't know if that's the correct sentence. はい、残念です。My condolences to Kenji Oba. いや、Oba Kenji さんに心よりお悔やみ申し上げます。Yeah, I know about it. いや、しています。Z! Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. Wow, Falco powered up. Yeah, because someone offered me and someone donate me the bits. So whenever people donate me with bits on Twitch, this power up needs to be activated. Yeah, because that's my promise. That's actually a system for that. But actually, as of tonight, I'm currently using the minimum processing power because if I do the full system, I need to do that at home. So now I'm not currently at home. I'm currently using solely on laptop. So there's that. Okay, I suddenly gotta go buy groceries. I'll still be here with headphones on. So just say my name if you win anything or something's going on in chat. Thank you, Tubaru, and gotta be careful there. Yeah. And have fun shopping. Yeah, have fun shopping. And we don't have any more moderator. Yeah, where's Yari? That's okay. Okay, we can just continue talking about some things, right? And I'm not sure what to talk about again. The May 6th is actually the voice acting birthday, the voice actor birthday. I don't know the context. I don't know the context to that. But yeah, as we learned before, Oba Kenji-san passed away on the 6th of May 2026. I'm still here. I got my phone and headphones with me, but you gotta be careful, Tsubaru. Yeah, make sure you focus on what you do first. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right over here. It's just that. Okay, now the render is still happening. Currently at 2.2 gigabytes of RAM. It's eating my RAM for rendering and animation. I cannot show you on stream because I don't want to sacrifice more processing power. The CPU is currently at 36% process, and the memory is currently on 74%. I cannot believe I'm doing a commentary about my laptop, about the process in my text manager. That's how the bottom of the barrel. Now I don't actually know what else to say or what else to talk about. We're going to you know, we're going in circles, just repeating over and over again at this point. So Zeto, how has it been? How are you today? Could you maybe take a screenshot and show that instead? I cannot. I don't want to risk it again because background process is also a process. I want to preserve processing power as little as possible, as efficient as possible. So that's no go. And of course, we're going to see what process I'm currently on. So I don't want to risk doxing myself with a computer name, username, and stuff. Not really social media username, but the account name for my the name of my computer actually set the laptop name as myself. Remember, first we gotta fund the stream machine. What? Remember, first we gotta fund the Steam machine for Falco. It's not really necessary, but if you really want to, go ahead. But I'm not forcing you to. But I would love to receive it if you actually really that generous to me. But no, that's too much, I think. AI69, what an interesting username you got there. AI69. Thank you very much. Glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. I might offend you, but Power Rangers. Well, I'm actually a Red Ranger Vtuber, so I'm not offended. But if you mention Saban or Hasbro, I'm going to be offensive. No, I'm just joking. That's actually a compliment. I'm actually a Red Ranger Vtuber. You can call me that. I know I base myself as a Sentai hero Vtuber, but you're not wrong if you consider me to be a Red Ranger Vtuber. That's actually a compliment. But if you mention Saban and Hasbro, I did mention it to me. Now I'm really going to get angry because of Saban and Hasbro, we are not getting Super Sentai contents anymore because they're locking their stuff in their vaults and their channels are region locked. You remind me of your Power Ranger series I watch. Yeah. Glad to hear that actually, AI. Yeah. My name is Falco. Yeah, in case you're still new here, you're a first timer in my channel. My name is Falco, also known as the Redwing hero. I was a Sentai hero, and then I retired. Thank you for the follow. Wow, thank you for the follow. Nice. Yeah, much appreciated. Thank you. As I was saying, I used to be a Sentai hero, but then I retired. because I have a full-time job, and then I raised a family. So therefore, I retired. I retired being a crime fighter, and now I'm doing YouTube now. that's the bad way to describe myself. Okay. So yeah, I'm not actually. Yeah, that's actually a compliment. Yeah. No, I'm not that offended easily. So how are you doing, AI? Anything excited that you want to share? Yeah, this is just a free talk. Feel free to share something that you like, or on that note, possibly what Power Rangers series that you watch. Yeah. For me, I watched the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at the very beginning. Yeah, because I was in that. I'm in that generation. I'm a millennial. Yeah, I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then I started learning about Super Sentai by the time I watched Star Ranger, because for some reason over here we call them Star Ranger, but it was actually Gosei Sentai Dai Ranger. And I actually watched the Ranger. Yeah, the source material for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers through a bootleg VCD. So that's a crazy way to watch Super Sentai, right? But I did actually knew about Power Rangers before I knew about Super Sentai. Yeah, it's supposed to be the other way around, but that's how the situation in my country at that time, in our national TV broadcast, because Power Rangers franchise were the ones who actually got to broadcast it first rather than Super Sentai. You ate Chinese food? Oh, okay, that's nice. What kind of Chinese food? I love gyoza actually. I love xiaolong pao. I love xiaolong pao and hakao udang. Shrimp, hakao shrimp. And not sure if that's the thing. It's only our local recipe here. I actually like gyoza. Yeah, the Chinese food that I really like. Oh, you watch Power Rangers Dino Fury because you love dinosaurs and the samurai stuff. Oh, Power Rangers Samurai. Power Rangers Samurai. I remember I want to watch it, but because the Power Rangers franchise went back to Saban, they dumbed down the story again. Because up until Power Rangers RPM, they did a really good job with the story and the dealing with the original footage for themselves. I really like it, and they actually invented that big armor power up called Battleizer. They actually invented that rather than Super Sentai. But of course, Super Sentai actually got some power up before, and they call it Tactor. Yeah, it's a short from Protector, but it's only just a body armor and gauntlets and boots, right? But the Power Rangers took it to another level, to a whole new level, to sell toys, of course. Yeah, Battleizer is the one good thing happened in Power Rangers. The massive wings, giant bazookas, heavy armor that can transform. I would love to have the toys, but I couldn't afford the toys even back then because my parents is not really that rich to begin with, and they forbid me to buy anything because I was in poverty situation, so I know about money. I understand how it feels to have no money at all. Looking forward to another great May. To next month, I believe things going to get better. Spring rolls and egg fried rice. Ooh, nice. That's some delicious. Samurai is pretty popular to the Samurai is pretty popular to the generation due to being the first one to air on Nickelodeon. Oh yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah. But the one thing in that Nickelodeon area that was the best, Dino Charge. Oh, you said the wrong Power Rangers. Yeah, Dino Charge. Yes. amongst the new Saban era, from Samurai to Ninja Steel, Dino Charge was the best, in my opinion, and perhaps other people's opinion too. Dino Charge was actually good, the best when it comes to the story, the production design, how they adapt the Energem story. You know, they adapted the Judenchi into the Energem, Dino Gem, whatever you want to call it. I forgot. And to our proud as Indonesian, they actually casted an Indonesian as the Power Ranger. Yeah, the Blue Ranger, Koda, the Blue Ranger is actually Indonesian. Yeah, Yosi Sudarso. He's actually one of my people. And that's yeah, at least that's something to be proud of as an Indonesian. Yeah, we have actually many Hollywood, a couple of Hollywood actors that are from Indonesian as well. So that's at least something to be proud of. And recently for Mortal Kombat 2, yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 has been released on cinemas. You can go watch it if you have a suitable age. But yeah, the one who played Bihan, Sub-Zero / Noob Saibot, is actually Indonesian, Jota Slim. And then to my surprise, the one who portrayed Kung Lao was actually an Indonesian descendant, Max Huang. Yeah, he's technically not doesn't have Indonesian citizenship anymore because he grew up in somewhere else, but at one point he lived in Indonesia. Yeah, something to be proud of at least. Dolphy 2008, glad you can join us. Welcome to the stream. You're a Filipino. Oh, I have friends. I have Vtuber friends from Philippines. Yeah, glad to know that. And the same situation possibly for the Philippines to have tokusatsu actors, actress, and singers from Philippines. Yeah, if I remember correctly, where's that singer from Bill? Beverly is half Philippines, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Dolphy 2008, that you can join us. Welcome to the stream. What's tokusatsu include? Oh, are you talking about what kind of movies that are considered tokusatsu? Pretty much everything that has special effects, because tokusatsu technically means special filming or filming with special techniques. So therefore, any special techniques to enhance movie production is actually tokusatsu. Marvel can be considered tokusatsu. Smallville is considered to be tokusatsu. Arrowverse is considered to be tokusatsu. Yeah. But are they Henshin heroes? They are not. So let me rephrase that. Not every tokusatsu movies or TV shows are Henshin heroes or transformable heroes. Let's simplify things. Japanese ones. Okay, for the Japanese movies and TV shows, there's a lot. Even some dramas can consider to be tokusatsu, but not all of them have transformation or transforming heroes. For instance, this is going to be a disturbing example. Tetsuo the Iron Man. That's tokusatsu, but it's not about a hero. It's actually a body horror. You know, dealing with special effects and prosthetics. It can be considered to be a tokusatsu. Here we go. You're cool to talk with. I appreciate that sentiment. Yeah, I appreciate that comment. Thank you very much. Puyeng. Ya, jadi bedakan mana tokusatsu, mana yang beneran Henshin hero. Jadi gimana bilangnya ya? Jadi sekarang kan kalau bisa dibilang tokusatsu itu sekarang identiknya dengan Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Power Rangers, Metal Hero gitu. Tapi ada tokusatsu yang bukan superhero sama sekali gitu. Ultra Q is tokusatsu? Yes. Yes, even though it's not Henshin Hero, it's a thriller. Yeah, it's a thriller. It's a kind of like a horror, like a thriller / alien vibe, like Twilight Zone. Yeah, yeah. Ultra Key is tokusatsu. They use suits for their aliens and monsters. Yeah, definitely tokusatsu. Yeah. Why cannot I see the other guy you're talking to? What do you mean by that? Nasibiterin desu. I want to say Twilight Zone. Yeah, Ultra Key definitely has the Twilight Zone vibe, or possibly inspired by Twilight Zone. And there's actually a tokusatsu with some toys that is not a superhero. I forgot the name, but it involves with a handphone. Keitai Denwa? Keitai Tokusatsu series. Keitai Sosakan, yeah, Keitai Sosakan 7, Cell Phone Investigator 7. They actually sell the toys of the phone that can transform into a humanoid robot, but it's not a superhero. That can be considered a science fiction drama, but it's definitely a tokusatsu. You can see it on the screen, but no on the Twitch chat. Falco is both on YouTube and Twitch. Oh yeah, that's so that's what you mean. Yeah, I'm currently simulcasting between YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Yes, I'm currently live streaming on both platforms. Yeah, you can actually still see the entire live chat actually. Didn't see the YouTube icons because of course I'm using an overlay, or was that icon so small? It's actually on the screen right now, but I believe it's too small. Transformers is tokusatsu? Hell yes. Special effects, CGI, that can be considered a tokusatsu as well. Special effect movie. Godzilla is also tokusatsu. It's the grandfather of tokusatsu. Yeah, Godzilla is the grandfather of tokusatsu. You know, the one who start the ones which start the kaiju boom. The exact thing. Yeah, of course, Godzilla is very important to tokusatsu history. I thought about tokusatsu when you said tokusatsu. I'm gaining tonkatsu. Yeah, it's a play to tonkatsu. Now you're feeling hungry. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. So how many others that can be tokusatsu, but they're not Henshin heroes? Okay, that's a really good topic. Tokusatsu series that are not transforming heroes. Is there any Yeah, right. Tokusatsu is not defined purely by transforming or Henshin heroes. Many shows within the genre dive into science fiction detective work, giant mecha operation, and grounded martial arts. Giant Torobo, yeah, that's actually tokusatsu. They have the suit. Guyford, yeah, martial arts with a costume martial artist. Wind Spectre. I don't get what Transformer is, the G1. Like, it's American cartoon, but the toy product is in Japan. What happened? Now, okay, now you're on some topic here. Yeah, thank you for the topic, Dolphy. Okay, here's the thing about the history about Transformers. Okay. Wait, bro, can you get copyright from your avatar? I'm designing it myself. I designed it myself. But I haven't actually formed my copyright to our government. I need to do that. I need to do that actually. But yeah, I designed it myself. So yeah, I'm currently, yeah, I should be the one who have the copyright of myself. Yeah, I'm the one who designed myself. Okay, on that Transformers topic. Okay, let us focus here. Transformers history is actually quite complicated, but the way I understand it like this. Once upon a time, there was a toy called G.I. Joe in the United States. Yeah, okay. So, for the massive popularity that is G.I. Joe from the United States, Japan wants to import G.I. Joe and to distribute them locally there. But here's the catch. G.I. Joe is all about war, right? Even before the crazy gadgets and vehicles, G.I. Joe was actually just an action figure of American soldier. And that theme didn't sit well in Japanese. Yeah, it's sensitive because Japan lost World War II because of the tragedy of the atomic bomb, and therefore they need to rebuild. They need to rebuild themselves and rebuild their own industry again. So one of the procedure was they imported the G.I. Joe to the Japanese, but they modified it into Henshin Cyborg. Yeah, they reworked G.I. Joe into Henshin Cyborg. They turned the American soldier toy into robot toys. Yeah. Okay. It was popular at the time. And then the oil crisis happened. Therefore, the prices of plastics went skyrocketed. And therefore, they're resizing their Henshin Cyborg down because originally Henshin Cyborg stands 12 inches tall. But they need to resize them to compensate the cost. So that's where the Microman begins. Yeah. If you ever heard of Microman, that's the story behind it. It was actually before Microman, it was actually Henshin Cyborg, and they turned it into Microman because they kept resizing the toy smaller until 3/4 inch. But how does it have to do with Transformers? Okay, let me continue. With the Microman comes with the micro vehicles, therefore the micro change. Yeah, they were selling the Microman with some gadgets and vehicles, transforming vehicles that they call it micro change. All right, and then in one day they held an expo, a big toy expo, and Hasbro came to Japan to see what kind of toys can we adopt or import to the United States. So they saw. Okay, let me refresh that. So they saw the Microman, micro change, and then the Diaclone. You know, the big giant base, the big giant spaceship base that turns into big giant super robot. That's the Diaclone. The smaller ones are micro change. The cars, the watches, the tape recorder, those are micro change. But the big ones are called Diaclone. So Hasbro saw those toys and wanted to bring them into United States to import them to sell them. Okay, so in Hasbro part, after they held the deal with Takara Tomy, with Takara at the time, the Microman, Micro Change, and Diaclone is made by Takara, Japanese company, and Hasbro tried to adapt those into United States market. So they were kind of the deep talk. So how to translate this into United States audience? So they went to Marvel for creating the story and the entire lore of their upcoming toys. And that's where the Transformers came in. Yeah, the Transformers lore, the way that the one that we know about the Cybertron Autobots versus Decepticons. That was made by Marvel. Marvel created the whole lore. Yeah, Jim Shooter was the editor-in-chief at the time, the one who came at the entire lore of Cybertron, and passed away a couple of years ago. My condolences, rest in power. So yeah, so Transformers was actually adapted from the Takara toys, and then because the Transformers is massively popular in United States, Japan take it again, import them again into Japan, into Japan Japanese audience as Transformers. Yeah, as I said, Transformers history is really crazy. Oh, Sylvester, glad you joined us. Yeah, welcome back. Oh yeah. Good night, Falco. Thanks for the stream. Have a good rest. Yeah, have a good night rest. Okay. It's literally G.I. Joe dan True American here. Kayaknya aku pernah baca ini. Kalau mau tahu lebih lengkapnya, saya kurang pandai bercerita sih sebenarnya. Kalau mau nonton lebih lengkapnya, ada video dokumenter, serial dokumenter di Netflix, judulnya The Toys That Made Us. Tonton itu, ada satu episode yang full dedikasi dan full bahas tentang Transformers secara lengkap. Nonton itu biar lebih paham. Because I'm not really that kind of, you know, I'm not exactly a good storyteller. Toys That Made Us, I watched that like long time ago. Yes, I'm here. I was very eager to watch that. AIE, okay, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, have a good night rest. You told the story just fine. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Much appreciated. I should have practiced myself more. I should be yapping more or talk more or possibly practice my public speaking more. But yeah, I digress. Okay, as I was saying, yeah, Transformers history is very, very complicated. Yes, it's from United States, but technically they're from Japan. And when they adapted to United States, they adapted back into Japan. So yeah, it's a crazy situation. It's really complicated. But yeah, I think you can get it. Please watch The Toys That Made Us. It's so good. It's so good. It's not only talking about toys. It actually talks about the whole franchise. An episode dedicated to Star Wars. One episode dedicated to Masters of Universe. One episode dedicated to Transformers. All that stuff, all the best-selling toy franchises back in the day, from the ground up, from zero to, yeah, possibly from zero to hero, I guess. Can confirm it's good. I especially love the Transformers episode because that's how I know the entire history of Transformers. Yeah, by watching that very episode about the Transformers. I also love the episode about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course Power Rangers. Yeah, they also actually dedicated one episode to Power Rangers, and I'm really happy with that. I love that episode. Even though some of the presentation and some of the story bits with some facts were a little bit wrong to my taste, because well, I'm really nitpicky for some facts and trivia. Even Mark Fallon objected that episode, actually. Mark Fallon, my good friend, and the guy from the Vintage Henshin actually reviewed that episode. Some facts can be wrong. Yeah, fun facts can be a little bit wrong. Some of the footage that are still, you know, a little bit, you know, misplaced kind of thing. But I still kind of like enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed that Transformers. I enjoyed that Power Rangers episode very much. But the Star Wars and Transformers are my favorite. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came after that. And don't get me started on Barbie. The Barbie episode is so wild. The Barbie episode and My Little Pony. Yeah, I forgot about My Little Pony, but I watched, but now I forgot about it. What else? Yeah, Masters of Universe. Yeah, that's one really cool episode too. You know how actually that Masters of Universe just actually start as a toy, and the the animated show just for you know, produced as a companion to the toy. Yeah, gotta go. Good night or morning or you know what. so yeah, there's that. Okay, I need to drink now. Oh, hold on. I've been yapping non-stop. If the redeem doesn't work, I'm really sorry. Because I'm not currently using Warudo right now. Oh yeah, how's the render? Oh yeah, I even forgot about my render. Okay, it's done. 300 frames. 300 frames. And I need to boot up my Premiere again. Okay, need to close the Blender and start booting up the Premiere again. Need to get cooking and doing chores. See you around. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and thanks for the bits. Have a good cooking. I'd love to see that actually. But yeah, enjoy your cooking, you know. And good luck with your work and good luck with your health and your family. All right? Yeah, say hello. Say hello to them for me. Send my best regards. Yeah, that's the proper term for it. Okay. Okay, let's see. I need to put up my Premiere Pro again. Oh boy. Replace footage. Gaban still empty. It's a blank. Okay, I should have made that subtitle, but it's not an easy way to make a subtitle in Premiere. It's much easier in After Effects, but I don't want to risk my processing power to boot After Effects. Okay, I'm going to turn off the Gaussian blur. Okay, now hit render from the Premiere Pro. This is going to get crazy. Okay, now I'm seeing some drop frames now. Now it's currently low frame rate. Yeah, because I'm running Premiere Pro. Holy cow. Farewell Gaban. Full render. Okay. Fully rendered. Okay, now I need to boot up the media encoder. Crazy. Yeah, the frame rate is down because I'm running Premiere Pro right now, and now I'm going to run media encoder. Please, laptop, bear with me. Oh, currently at 1.7 gigabytes. Yeah, it's a good thing that I closed the the Blender, because yeah, of course, I no longer need it because I've rendered the whole thing. Now I'm using the media encoder. Okay, the frame rate is back. It's back to normal at least. Yeah. Farewell Gaban fully rendered. Where is it? Okay, render it to my internal hard drive, not the external one. Begin. It's actually really... Oh, it's actually fast. Render it in high quality. Okay, we're going to wait it for to be rendered so that I can see you here. The fully rendered with all the environments and the shading. It will be now. It will be more worthy to upload the entire thing. I did upload the ending screen, but I wasn't confident due to how bland the environments are. I actually tried to emulate the hands-offs, you know, the one when the subsequent Super Sentai ended the season. Yeah, for instance, do you remember how Dekarenja and Majirenja met in dark background and then did the handshake? There's actually no official terms for that. We call it handoffs. It's like a passing the baton type thing. That happened every finale of the Super Sentai season, concurrent Super Sentai season at the time. They tend to do that. They made it into tradition. Please, cannot believe I'm doing a commentary about rendering. Okay, we're going to hit to the bottom of the barrel here. Doing commentary about rendering. What a nerd. You need to do a commentary about sports, about games. Why do you need to do a commentary about rendering? Rendering video. Okay, it's 55 seconds left. Elapsed about 5 minutes. Currently at how many percent it is? Oh boy. Okay, 0 of 1 item processed. Yeah, I'm only doing... Okay, now it's tanked so hard that I hit possibly 2 or 5 FPS on my screen right now with my 3D model. Come on, you can do it. It's only 45-second footage. Come on. Yeah, the Premiere Pro is not responding. Great. Because I really want to show you the thing that I've been working on, that I've been fixing. Because it's not doing justice just to show the ones who came to my previous karaoke live stream. I really want to show you the whole tribute video that I've made so far. Yeah, I cannot believe we're almost a week. Yeah, it's a week after the passing of Oba Kenji-san, you know, the actor behind Uchukeiji Gaban, Ichijo Jiretsu. It's good timing, really. I'm possibly going to upload this thing tomorrow. Properly, yeah. It's a week after his passing, so it's about time, possibly. And I don't know if I can stop doing tributes because I really admire the legend. I really admire him. I admire him both as a hero and as a human being. He's so fierce. He has his inner fire inside. He's so energetic, full of fire, full of life. Yet he was so kind to the others, to his fans. And didn't I tell you that I met him before? I met him 10 years ago. He came to my country as a guest star. For our event, or our version of Comic-Con. Yeah, he went to our country once. Yeah, 10 years ago. Exactly 10 years ago, 2016. Yeah, 2016 Indonesian Comic-Con. And I was paying attention again. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I met the exact guy, and then it was so real. It was so real. He's in front of the stage, and I'm in the audience area. And I cannot believe they granted my request. Yeah, I actually asked them because he was not the only one that was invited there. He came here alongside the actor of Shariban, Uchukeiji Shariban, the one his successor, right after Gaban, Watari Hiroshi-san. So I asked both of them to do the transformation pose on the stage, and they granted my request. And I have the video to prove it. Yeah, fortunately I still have it. I cannot believe I still have the video in my old smartphone. It was what smartphone did I have back then? It certainly was not the Redmi Note 10 Pro. It was actually a Zen phone, if I remember correctly. So the camera is not very good. The frame rate was not very good. It's an old phone. Yeah. Again, I was in poverty before moving out to the capital city and have a full-time job now. But even back then, yeah, I couldn't afford a high-res a smartphone with a high-res camera at the time. But it's still the video quality is still good, albeit the blurriness and the frame rate. I believe the frame rate like below 30 FPS. But it did its job, and I'm happy that I have still the video about, you know, me giving requests to both to Oba Kenji-san, aka Gaban, and Hiroshi Watari Hiroshi-san, aka Shariban. Doesn't doing good. The VCF is not doing good. Okay, 5 more seconds, please. It's been 10 minutes already. Okay. Finally it's done. Okay, finally it's done, and I'm going to show you. Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Farewell. Okay, that's good. Media farewell. Wait, I need to move myself for a little bit. Okay. I believe here it's okay. I'm going to make myself into Garen. Yep, that's all I can do as a tribute to Oba Kenji-san. Beautiful. Thank you, Tubaru. Thank you. Yeah, that's the updated version. The one that I did before was, you know, hastily made because I haven't figured out how to do the environments. But now I'm glad I did. The ad start in 4 minutes. Okay, we're going to wait for 5 minutes. And I believe I like your reaction before, Tubaru. Okay, when did you learn such cinema? Well, I just watch a lot of tokusatsu shows. That's it. I've watched enough tokusatsu shows that I love seeing that handoff Super Sentai, you know, the Super Sentai handoff that they made from Dekarenja until Gojuja, the tradition that they made. So that was my inspiration. Yeah. I believe I'm going to break down. I'm going to break down actually. I'm going to break it down. Hang on. I'm going to break down not how I did it, because it's going to be a whole new thing. A whole new thing to make. Yeah, it's short, and I actually portrayed both of them, both of the characters that I portrayed. Yeah, I was actually Gaban at one point, you know, in my own animation, because I'm a one-man show, right? I don't have any crews. So I shot the video of me doing just that, and I baked it into XR animator. Bro, yeah, it was suddenly surprisingly cinematic. That's been my goal. That has been my goal and my dream, to create something like that, to produce my own animation, to produce my own show. But until then, I'm going just to wait and learn many things, right? Still have many ways. I have still ways to go. Yeah, let's watch it again. Without audio this time. Yeah, so this is just a static. This is just a static pose, because the XR animator, as versatile as it is, the what is it again? The result of the XR animator, even though we're in idle, is surprisingly a lot jittery. Yeah, so for like an idle pose, it's not doing very good because it's really jittery all over the place. You see, when I try to reach the sword, I want to hold the sword, but I don't know how to clean up all those data. So you're going to see my hand is jittery, a lot jittery. Yeah, idle while standing, it's a little bit, it's just basic, right? But if you don't clean up the all that graphs in the graph editor, or you know, clean up all the data, you need to streamline all the data, because it's recorded frame by frame. It's actually keyframed, yeah, in frame to frame basis. So it's not pose to pose, it's frame by frame. So that's why it's very jittery. I can't believe I can do that turn. Yeah, that head turn is, I was actually inspired by many tokusatsu, you know, gestures, you know. How can you convey emotion and feelings just by doing a head turn? Even though you're wearing helmet and suit, yeah, your full costume with the helmet on. And I believe I came across one complaint from the guy who portrayed Master Chief in Halo TV show. He actually lamented and complained, how can I do expression with my helmet on? Clearly, you don't understand the character. You don't understand how you do it. You can actually do an emotional feeling through your body language, to your gesture. So that's what the difference between just an actor and a suit actor. Suit actor actually really hard. Yeah, being suit actor is actually really hard, and I do cosplay, so I understand. So the body that is doing the talking, you cannot talk much with your helmet on because it's going to be muffled because you know you're wearing a full face helmet, but you can express your feelings, you can express your emotion through your body language. That's what separates between ordinary actor and suit actor. And don't get me started with voice actor, whole new category. Yeah, even the turn here, you notice that kind of flinch a little bit to notice me behind him, and then turn. Yeah, the hand gesture is actually the iconic pose that he always had. Yoroshiku Yuki, and he's doing the flicking, the hand flicking thing, you know, salute us. Yeah, I actually, you know, I hope I did a good job portraying Gaban here. That's all me. I did the mocap. I did the acting. I did the gesture. I recorded myself, and then as a reference to the XR animator thing. Now this is the shot that I'm not really proud of. It's really hard to clean up walking animation. Walk cycle is really, it's basic, but actually a little bit hard to do. You need consistent. So the way I'm walking here, it's like I have something stuck in my back or something. something happened with my toes. and then I notice, and then I notice something. Okay, saying, okay, what is this? What's this laser blade doing here? And then I notice Gaban is gone. Yeah, to symbolize that. Yeah, to symbolize the Oba Kenji-san passed away. So this is all I can do. And I realize he's no longer with us. And then I did my, you know, I did convey my sorrow. So why I choose to do this pose is like, I try to research how to do a salute, or honor someone. Demise, not really demise. Demise is not a good word, isn't it? Yeah, someone's passing. Yeah, someone passing with our weapons. Some say that I need to hold my sword up front, in front of me, facing upward, or the sword needs to be facing down, and then we need to, you know, bow ourselves to it. Yeah, I don't know what's the correct way to do. That's all I can do. That's all I can learn from some quick research. It's only a hastily made, you know. It's only a sudden idea that I came up with. And of course, we transition to the starry sky, and then project the after image of the legendary man himself. Yeah, that's all. That's the best I can do for tributing, as a tribute for the legendary man himself. Yeah, I'm not some big guy. I'm not some talented guy. I'm still learning about the whole thing. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not some important people, but at least I want to honor the legendary hero who has been part of my inspirations, because I admire and adore the first heroes of their kind. You know, Kamen Rider Ichigo, Akarenja, the first Ultraman, Uchukeiji Gaban. Without them, tokusatsu is not what it is today. You know, it's thanks to four of them and many others who started the spirit. Yeah, Kamen Rider Ichigo, Fujika Hiroshi. Even though he did even though he did had the tragedy, the motorcycle accident, but the one unsung hero that we thank for it is the Hayato Ichimonji Hayato, Sasaki Takeshi-san. Without him also, we don't have the double rider. Without Ichimonji, we don't have transformation pose. And that's actually a really and the reason behind it is the history behind it is actually really funny. You know how they came up with the transformation pose for the rider, for the Kamen Rider? Rider Henshin. Because surprisingly successful accident. Yeah, because the way I understand it, the way I read it before, we know that the very first Ichigo, Hongo Takeshi, at one point only transforms by riding the motorcycle very fast in order to create the wind to activate the typhoon belt. So when Fujioka Hiroshi-san was out of commission because of the aforementioned accident, the one that takes his place briefly until episode 50 or so, was the Sasaki Takeshi-san, Ichimonji Hayato, the Kamen Rider Nigo. Of course, he wasn't called Kamen Rider Nigo back then. So, of course, because it's still following the lore of Hongo Takeshi, he need to do the motorcycle riding as transformation, right? But as it turns out, the actor Sasaki Takeshi-san didn't have a motorcycle license. I kid you not. He didn't have a driving license for a motorcycle. I don't know it's the exact term for that, but yeah, he didn't have the license back then. So therefore, he didn't do any motorcycle riding scene before, up until episode 40 that he got the license and then he can ride the motorcycle with Hongo. But back then, in episode 13 or 14, because that was his debut, right? So he came out, he or they came out with the transformation pose to activate the belt, and the rest is history. Yeah, the transformation pose was born because the actor didn't have motorcycle license. That's the crazy fact about it. But now, Tokusatsu heroes are synonymous with transformation pose. Okay, I need to drink. Okay, I've been yapping non-stop again. How many hours have I been? Okay, I need to see that for myself. I need to see the timer. 3 hours? Time flies by. We have been 3 hours. Okay, I believe it's time to end then. I'm actually now feeling my body. Aging body, and I tend to get tired very easily in my age now. So I believe I want to call it a night. Possibly I need to rest. So thank you so much for anyone who has been stopping by just to say hi to me on stream, or possibly who have been tuned up with me for the past 3 hours. And thank you for the donation. Thank you for the bits, Sain and Tubaru especially. You super friends are too kind. So until next time, also Falco, otsukaresama deshita. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and stay strong, super friends. I really need to work on my catchphrase more. But of course, please stay until the credits for that we can rate someone over Twitch. Alright? Have a good time, super friends. I hope you succeed of whatever you do. Good luck with your work, good luck with your study, and good luck with your health. I hope things are going to be okay for us all. Alright? Hope to see you next time, super friends. Until we meet again, and goodbye. Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Anything we know? Anyone we know? Kamen Rider sets. No. Okay. No. Okay. Let's do the raid for our friend. Nobody Mono. Playing Persona 4 Golden. That's nice. Raiding in 3, 2, 1. Once again, have a nice day and good luck. Stay safe, super friends. Take care.